Hey, Kevin here at my buddy Ernie's house. You can see his van in the background blocking the view of my two vans where we just shot another video. But I wanted to kind of bring this up because, and I know this one from experience, not with a van but with a car, that a mouse or a rat can do a lot of damage and cause a lot of problems. And I ran across this story yesterday that was just something that was almost so unbelievable. Something I'd never heard of, the amount of damage that could be done. So we'll talk about that. So Ernie, you're a car guy. Have you seen some damage caused by mice over the years?
Yeah. The worst one I saw was involved with was a mouse got into a Buick Lacrosse, a nicer Buick, you know, your grandma's Buick, the nice one. And this probably 5 or 6 years ago. There was so much damage done that their homeowner's insurance policy covered it.
Really?
It had to be towed to the dealership, dashboard ripped out, and come to find out that there was a grill in some part of the heating and cooling system that was missing from the factory.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to work out a deal about whether it was a warranty charge and all that, but I know the homeowner's insurance wound up paying for a big portion of it.
Wow. All right. When I was a much younger man, I had a 6-month-old vehicle, new vehicle, the sports car days. Had a little mouse managed to get up into the blower motor. Blower motor hit it and killed it, flipped it up inside, all the way up and over, down into the very internals of the dash. Guess what, boys and girls? That is not covered under the manufacturer's warranty. So me and another buddy, it took us 2 days. We had to take the entire dash off, airbags out, come through the firewall, disconnect all the stuff going to the heater core in order to get down far enough to get this little itty bitty. You would not think something that was 3 inches long could smell that bad for that long, but it can. But that's not the story even that got me thinking about this. I ran across this story in a group I'm in online with a guy with a larger van like my big white van. And his story was basically this. He gets in his van yesterday and he starts it up, and it's making some bad noises, bad engine noises, things you don't want to hear when you're on the road and far away and out in the middle of nowhere. Then his voltage meter starts going off for his battery and it starts dropping. His temperature gauge starts shooting up. Everything on this van is whacked out now. Now, usually when you hear stories about people talking about mice and things, they have gotten into a vehicle and they have chewed on wires and caused an electrical problem. Everything's going haywire in this vehicle. So he shuts it down, he gets out, opens the hood, gets to looking. What had happened, he had a giant rat get under the hood. This was out west, California, Arizona, Nevada, somewhere in that section of the country. When he started the vehicle, this giant rat got caught in the main belt. And it actually broke his serpentine belt. Which is why then, you know, all the other pumps and things weren't working because the main belt on the engine was broken. It almost sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? The guy swears it was true.
How many pieces was the rat in? Oh gosh.
Apparently it didn't. Apparently it killed the rat, but he was tough. I don't think it really like chopped him into pieces. Apparently it just like flipped him out, you know.
Oh.
But yeah, actually broke the main belt, big thick serpentine belt. So there are things that are going to happen when you are on the road that you simply cannot plan for. There is I've watched a lot of videos over the years, and I've never seen anybody warn you away from a large rat because it would break your serpentine belt. So there is always something new that can go wrong when you're traveling.
The best thing about that story is he's got a story to tell.
That's true.
And if you don't do anything, you don't have any stories to tell.
That's right. That's a good point. That's a good point. So we all learn from each other. I learned from him. I'm sharing it with you. With that said, the next videos hopefully will be real van videos. We'll talk soon.